Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are joining us for Operational Excellence in Oil and Gas. My name is Nicole Bamford, and I'm the moderator for today's session. On behalf of Leslie, Quinn, Candace, Grant, and I, we thank you for joining us for Day 2. This presentation, Connect Workers, Boost Productivity, and Reduce Human Mistakes Through Digitalization and Mobility, will be given by Giorgio Rossi, Business Development Leader at Resco, and his presentation promises to be well worth a listen. Before we get started, here are some quick administrative points. During the webinar, if you have questions for the presenter, please submit them in the Q&A box on your screen, and these will be answered during the question portion of the session. Likewise, for any technical issues, please write them into the Q&A box, and we'll get to them right away. The widgets on your screen can be resized and dragged around for your viewing preferences. We encourage you to visit the Resource Center on your screen for additional content and resources we and our sponsors have provided for you. So make sure you're sitting comfortably, and I'll now hand it over to Giorgio so he can begin.
Thank you so much. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. So I hope you're all well and safe. So I'm here honored to be part of this event and to present, to take you for a little journey through mobility and digitalization solution with Resconnect, with my company. So I am Giorgio Rossi, as was mentioned. I'm direct sales leader of Resco. Me and my team, we are working directly in touch with customer, and we are exploring what are the needs of the market and how to better help the company driving digitalization and productivity boost for them. So I will start talking about a few statistics about mobility. I'm always interested to show the statistic because it gives really the sense on how urgent it is, the mobility topic, how urgent it is the Industry 4.0 and the digitalization topic right now, not only in all, I would say, the industry sector. Well, 70% of the software interaction are already expected and are happening via mobile device. By 2022, another important statistic is that majority of the employees, they think that it's not anymore possible to perform their job correctly without a mobile device, and 75% are saying that the mobile device is already essential for their processes and the business workflows. Well, mobility, it's for sure a priority, and it's expected that $24 billion in revenue to be generated in this year 2020, and for sure it will be more in 2021. There is an investment increased, as we said, so 42% are expected to increase their investment in mobile app development, and already 31% of the company, they did it during this year, and they will do it during upcoming year. I would like to ask you now a couple of questions. I'm very curious to know if at least you are using at least one paper form process or template to run your daily operation. Please mark in the survey if yes or no, if you're not using any paper form process. I will leave you a few seconds to fill the answer so we can look together to the result. Okay, so we can look to the result, and we can see this is like in line with what I normally see as a result of the poll. So 82% of you are still using paper form processes or templates in their daily operation. And this is why Resco can play really a great part as a solution provider in this kind of situation. I would like to ask you a second and last question. So are you looking for digitalization solution at the moment? So please fill the answer that are no, we haven't started looking. Yes, we are actively looking. Yes, we found one already. This is also very interesting for us. I will allow you a few seconds to fill the answer. Okay, let's see the results. So we can see that the majority of you, more than the 50% of you, are actively looking, and 28% already found one, and 14% they didn't start looking. So basically, we have almost 70% of you that still don't have a solution that help them digitalize and connecting the worker. That's very interesting. So let me introduce you a little bit about Resco. So, oops, 1 second. We went to the. Okay, should be this slide. We need to maybe give it a while to. Okay, so Resco, it's a company that exists since 21 years. That it's on the market, has a wide history of as a solution and technology provider. We work with more than 600 partners throughout the whole globe, and we operate in hundreds of countries. So with more than 200,000 active users on our portfolio. So we're not a startup, even though we keep a very innovative thinking, and always we come up with new product, new feature, new functionality for our solution. But we have a very wide range, and we have a sales team that can cover all the globe. We do have 2 headquarters. So the main one, which is in Bratislava, Slovak Republic in Europe. And we have an office in Boston, Massachusetts, with another sales team that it's covering mainly North American countries. Resco has more than 2,200 customers all around the world, divided in many different industries. So here I put just some of the customer for the oil and gas and energy sector that are currently using our technology, our solution, our mobility solution for field services technician or sales representative as well. I can tell that Microsoft, it's for us customer and partner at the same time. So it's a very important strategic partner for us. We have a long-lasting relationship since 10 years. And our solution is fully integrated with Microsoft Dynamics 365. It's also, I have to say, fully integrated with Salesforce CRM. And we have connectors, API for connecting our solution with any third-party system like SAP or any kind of ERP system. So Resco Inspection, it's our strategic product, and it's a product that allows company to boost the productivity with a very flexible solution. So it's a solution that helps really to go paperless. So I want to talk a little bit more about this, about the solution and how this can help really you and your use case. So for the oil and gas industry, these are just some of the features of the functionality that are most interesting. So one is for sure the digital checklist or digital questionnaire. So basically we can replicate any paper form or Excel checklist form procedure. We have some clients that are using still Google form. Some they still have all the manual and template in paper. We can basically digitalize any of these. We can from these customize the app to serve any use case. We can brand the app and customize any object and functionality. We have already ready out of the box functionality for the team management, for data dashboard analysis. We can export the data and connect it automatically with analytical tool as Power BI or simply even Excel. So just with a refresh button, you can get all the data that were collected by the mobile user throughout the world on your desktop, on your computer. We can build mobile reports. These reports can be customized to serve certain standards that need to be respected into the reporting. Our solution function fully offline. So it means that it's possible to work without an internet connection. Even some customers, they work throughout all the day, creating content and collecting data without connection, and only when there is the connection available, it's possible to synchronize the solution and pass the data to the cloud. We support the digital signature, online and offline, legally binding or not as well. We have a partnership with DocuSign, so it's possible to sign even legally binding documents. It's possible to add to the dynamic questionnaire PDFs, manuals, images, audio or video recorded, and add it as additional documentation to the procedure, to the document, to the work order, to the process. It's possible to draw also on those pictures. We have photo tags and AI image recognition, so it's possible to tag the photo and to teach the solution how to recognize certain object. We do support code scanning, any type of code, QR, barcode, scanning, e-tags. It's possible to scan it and get the pre-filled information in the form directly. And of course, we support more than 40 different languages. So in case of a globally deployed project, we can serve the user with their native language. As I mentioned before, we have API for integration with many different party solutions. I want to mention some key advantages that we have. So our solution is very flexible and very scalable. So we have a customization tool that combined with our ready accelerator and out-of-the-box functionality can really help to have a solution that is very easily customizable and very easily scalable. So throughout the project, starting with a pilot and then scale the solution and deploy it in different countries. We have, thanks to our solution, we can have very high data accuracy. So we are dropping the human error below 1%. We have example in oil and gas, especially for example in the platform oil platform inspection, there can be very big margin of error, and sometimes when you need to reach the platform with a helicopter or with it can be really a huge cost to have some mistake or some error where you need then to go back to take again the data. Our solution can process live results and give really real-time track of the progress and the data that are collected, as I mentioned before, throughout the dashboard or connecting the solution directly to an analytical tool. Team control through our scheduling functionality. It's possible to assign the task, the work order to the team, make sure that you have the right team on the right job, meaning you can check the skills, you can record the skills of the team, and you can assign the correct people that are free at that time. You can have repetitive appointment and have a full solution that help the managers to organize their team. We have, of course, next level digital form. So our digital form has really more than 100 features. So it's impossible to list all of them, but they are really, really powerful. And I just mentioned before, only the most important one. Let's move on. And I can just mention some of the use cases that we see in the oil and gas industry. So asset maintenance, it's for sure one very important use case. Whether it's machines or gas pipes or oil pipes, it doesn't matter. So we can provide like a solution to not only perform the maintenance, but only record it under the correct assets and track what will be all the record of that asset when it is the next maintenance and all the KPI related to this kind of process. It's possible to record incident directly in the procedure or even in a separate register. It's possible to go with health and safety procedures. We have customers that digitalize their work orders process, including the approval. So the authorization, the execution of the work orders. So depending on how complex and how elaborated it is the process, we can replicate that into the solution and make it a very smooth, even simplifying the steps. And we can basically reduce from hours to minutes the completion of a work orders together with all the approval needed. Of course, it's possible to perform a quality check, inspection, any kind of step-by-step procedure or control can be digitalized, can be performed, and can be archived automatically in our solution. This is just to give an idea, like a small graph, to give an idea, like a diagram of the how the pipe inspection process could look like. So we have in green the manager, and in orange we have the technician. So we can see how once you create the procedure form, you can just schedule. The manager can schedule the maintenance, assign it to the technician. The technician can receive the work directly with a notification, with an alert or push notification in the phone, can go, of course, move into the place of the work, follow the procedure step by step, completing the job, asking the correct approval if is needed. Manager gets notified, receive all the real-time data about the procedure and if it's satisfactory or not, and what are the data that were introduced into the form, and can analyze it. Then we have, for example, an health and safety procedure, which works similarly, but in this case we have also the part of the signature. So the supervisor can fill the data and signing the form, and sending back instead to the operator, that is the one that then needs to complete the procedure. And we can have also work permit kind of procedure. So here we have the creation of the work permit. We open it, we complete it, we send it for approval. The notification has been received. It can be further checked by another signature, by the manager. It can be generated the PDF or the final report, and the technician can finally start the work once we have everything approved and stored correctly. We have as a target, we don't have a limitation on the oil and gas. So with different use case, we can serve the upstream, middle stream, or downstream equally. I would say we do have many customers that use our solution as well for the sales force as well. So it's very for order opportunity and leads, but majority of our clients use it for really technician for which the mobility, it's a necessity. The mobile phone, it's their daily device, and it's really necessary to perform their job, and they work on remote places or far from the office. This is our target, and the immediate benefit that customer can see after a few months utilizing our solution is for sure a very high boost of the productivity, up to 50%. They will have the human error decrease below 1%. They can cut down final report delivery from days really to seconds, because it's possible to retrieve approval of any person that it's required, based all over the world in a few seconds. And it's possible to complete the job and store it and make it available for anybody in the company in a matter of seconds. We do have the possibility to utilize our solution with many very innovative devices. So I'm wearing right now one. This is a smartwatch where it's possible to perform inspection directly on the watch. We do have AR. We are compatible with many ruggedized devices at Zebra. So to perform even devices that perform NDA testing are possible to be connected with our solution. So we do have many options also on this side. Our solution function also on drones. It's possible to set up the inspection to be performed by drones, and any kind of this testing or compliance can be done also with different devices. This will allow you to have really a data-driven and digitalized organization. So now I would like to show you a little bit how our solution with a small demo can look like. I will share my screen, and I will open the desktop application. Okay, here we have the desktop application. I hope you can see my screen. So now I have it very wide because, as I mentioned, it's the application for Windows. Our app, it's available on iOS, Android, or Windows devices, whether it's a tablet, a phone, or of course a computer. So it's possible to work even from a desktop and see the results. We don't have a limitation on the devices. So here we just put together like a small demo. You can see on the left all the objects that we can put. We have, of course, much more. Now we kept it very simple. We have our own username and password to access the application. It can be set up different roles to define what a technician should see and what a supervisor should see instead. And they can have a different experience using the same solution and the same project. So it can be really customized. Our solution works completely offline, as I mentioned. Now I don't need any connectivity to work. With this button, I can synchronize all the data. I can change the languages in a matter of seconds. And here I put, for example, an HTML offline, so it's possible to put different web pages even available offline. It can be a catalog. It can be some instructions that are available all the time to follow for the user. We have different objects to help organize the work. This is just a very simple calendar. So where I can have my appointment for today, I can see the month view, I can see the agenda view, and I know what is expecting me. If I would be a technician, in this case, I could have a sense really of where my appointment will be. So in this case, I have 4 appointments today, as you can see from here, are located in different parts. I can see the route, the itinerary that I'm going to plan. I can see when it's the planned arrival time, if I will make it or not. In case there is a red exclamation mark, I will not make it. I can optimize the route and ask the app to help me in organizing this appointment better. I can change the order, and I can directly see what is the appointment it's for. It's directly from the app. So I can enter from here or from the agenda. Directly I can see where is located the appointment, which type of inspection or control it is, which template are available for this type of control. So I can have also many type of control connected to different type of templates. And I have all the report related to this account, this meeting, who is the contact people, and I can directly set up some action like call the person or see directly his bio. So with the number, I can email him directly from the application without exiting my work. So I have here just one template for demo purposes. So I will open it so I can show you what can be done. Of course, in case I have hundreds of templates here, I have a search button. I can filter between the templates, so I can always get exactly what is needed for the work. It can be even customized according to the role. Only certain type of user can see certain type of templates. So it gets less confusing and more granular. So I can open the template full page, and I can show you what is possible to do, what are some of the functionality that we have. So as you can see, all of these can be customized and created very easily thanks to a smart questionnaire builder that we have. Many of the customers even deployed internally. They don't even need a solution provider. Or in case you don't have the capability, we do have many solution providers that are expert in the Resco solution and can help you recreate your process and template here. So we can choose which logo to put, which pre-filled information we want to have here. Here, for example, we select an account, and it is showing me automatically the location where we want to perform this operation. So we have some measurement here, for example, measurement record for oil. I can select tank set level, yes. I can test, I can check if the temperature is acceptable. In case I click yes or no, you can see like a color coding that it's also very easy to set up. In case of NA, it's black, otherwise red and or green. We have more information. We can select the manufacturer. You can see that it's possible to put a logo to make the solution very, very appealing also from UI perspective. Here we have a serial number, and here if I would click here, it will enable like the serial number reader in the device. In this case, I can just put a series of number. Is there a temperature recorder? Yes, there is. I can put the type of plate. In this case, it's just a single choice type of question. We can have multiple. We can have a checklist, simply yes or no of this type. You can see that according to my answer, more or less question can be visualized. So in this case, I have some condition that is saying that if I put yes, it was showing me also what is the frequency of the calibration. So I want quarterly, and it's asking me when it was. So the solution can even capture dates and even set appointment for future calibration in case I will need. In this case, I'm happy with this date. There was a leak test performed. Yes, of course, I can have some test box, so I can write test leak test performed and all okay. So I can just notify that everything is fine. I have the chance to load here pictures, so I can capture a picture or choose an existing picture, okay, and load it directly here in my questionnaire. I can have, and I can even draw on the picture and tag on the picture. I can have a manual linked directly into the questionnaire. In this case, we put a safety procedure. As you can see, if I click, it will open. I can double click here and I can see it in big. I have here a procedure for health and safety. So I can simply consult this. And once I'm done, I can go back and I will find myself again on the place where I stop my work. So again, I can continue. I can say wear protective equipment. Yes, the employees are wearing, and there can be even some alert displaying some images according to the answer that I'm giving. And I just continue throughout my questionnaire. This is a simple lookup to the solution, so the mobile app and the solution can function as well as its database for account, for contact, depending on what is the need and how deep, how big data it's needed to be stored there. So in this case, we can make a little lookup and we can say that this guy, it's the contact for this kind, for the authority name. I can click also on this person and directly see all his bio and data, and go back again to my solution. Here again, I have details, observation. I'm not going to fill everything out. Again, we can take different type of photo. The overall result, it is automatically calculated thanks to a scoring system. So this is another feature that we have. So according to the answer that I gave here, yes or no, it's telling me that it's the overall result. It's already 40%. Satisfactory. Therefore, it's below 70, and then it's directly marked as non-satisfactory. Okay. The same things we can do also for the level of oil or the let's say some temperature. We can tell the application in case it's below certain standard, mark it as red or I cannot proceed with the whole operation. I can open an incident or a ticket directly from the questionnaire without going out. So it can be connected, more questionnaire and procedure can be connected to each other. And I can assign an incident to somebody to be verified. Here I can add my signature. Here I am. And basically my control in this case it's finished. I can have in the hamburger menu here the option not only to complete it but to send it for further approval. So there can be different step, and the approver can be also related to the template. So certain type of procedure can have a different approver than other, or different approval path than other. Everything can be customized according to the need. Another important feature is we can capture not only date, but also time. It means I can calculate how much it takes each procedure, each work order, each inspection, or even each section of the inspection. In case we have procedure that are very long and takes hours, and they need even to support shifts, we can even have a different person concluding the inspection, and we can calculate how much each section took, how many minutes, how many hours. In this way, the supervisor, the manager can have under the view dashboard created that will show directly this KPI, and he can have all the situation under vision and take decision or investigate in case he sees some strange number, some strange KPI. In this case, I can complete the report. I complete my procedure. It's creating automatically a report in PDF. I can choose different format. I have PDF, HTML, Word, Excel, or it can be, if we connect directly our solution with Excel or Power BI, we can create the report, but all of these measurements are directly feeded to the analytical tool or to the Excel spreadsheet, which means it's automatically I can have the real-time view or even of this questionnaire and perhaps another 100 created at the same time. So, and here I have my report created. What I can do, I can print it, I can copy, I can open it, I can export it, I can save it in my desktop, or I can have it directly. It's already saved in the cloud, in the Resco cloud. I can have it exported to another storage, company storage. So I have many options in this case. Okay, we can save it. Here I have the overview of all the templates that I performed, I answered, and even all the one for which I created a report. And I can see each of the reports that I created. So of course, the information here, it can be visualized by owner, by location, by account. There can be, this is just a demo overview of the data, but it can be absolutely customized. So we can have the view as we wish. Here it's where we value a lot the user experience. So the UI part for us, it's important. Very important. Everything that you see here can be customized, from the colors to the icons to the size of the font to the information that each view and even each form contain. So how do I see even the contact and which information are stored in there? It can be customized. Basically, this was it. Once I perform all my operation, in case there is not an automatic synchronization set, I can do a manual one, and I can synchronize all my data. And as you see, in a few seconds, I'm sending the data to the cloud. The app is synchronizing, and now I'm done. All the questionnaire that I performed, it's already on the cloud. Otherwise, it's possible to have every automatic synchronization on every change, or every 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour. Also, this is upon need, it can be customized. So I can go back now to the demo. It's finished, so I will end the screen share. And I think we can leave 10 minutes for for the Q&A. So I know it's a lot of information that I gave, but I hope there can be maybe some question about the solution that I can answer and help to give a better overview of the solution.
Thanks, Giorgio. We do have some questions from the audience here, so we'll get started with those. The first question is, data prep prior to job site visits. How do you ensure that all necessary data is available and accessible prior to executing the job?
Okay, so basically, what we can do, it's like there can be like a procedure like on the preparation. So the preparation of the questionnaire, it's done, of course, prior the job. So according to the procedure, we are reflecting the process that the company has. So we are recreating basically all the data collection according to how the company it's proceeding, or how it is already done the job. So for the data that it's collected, basically can be anything mechanic or already digitalized that the human user, it's collecting. So of course the person needs to be on the spot and needs to collect the data at the moment according to a given procedure or questionnaire that needs to be already created in the mobile solution. So there is a job, of course, of implementation, of preparation that is done before, and then basically once the technician receive all the needed approval for the job, then there can be a set of conditions that can allow to perform the job only once this approval or these ticks, this is like a checklist, it's done and it's collected by the solution. So in case of approval, really it can be set that the app knows when it's possible to proceed to the next step or to start, for example, a work order. In case of other type of data that are dependent on some steps before, the same logic. So we can set up certain condition that doesn't allow you to continue with the procedure unless you have the data in the first part, let's say, on the prior part. I hope this answers the question.
Great, thank you. Our next question is, what is the optimal size for handheld, phone or iPad?
So that's a very good question. So we optimized our UI for both of them. So I would say it depends on how detailed it needs to be, the digital form that you need to fill. There are some customers that are totally comfortable with a phone, with normal size phone, whether Android or iOS, because the procedure doesn't require maybe a lot of text filling or voice recording or detail diagram to visualize. They don't have electric diagram or anything that they would need a bigger screen. So it's more about what is needed from the customer. So what is better? It is better to be visualized in an iPad or in a phone, rather than how we can be optimized, because we have both scenario, and in both scenario, the Resco platform works perfectly. Those are our common scenario, like everyday scenario.
Great, thank you. Next question is, how do you perform project implementation in various countries in the world?
Yeah, so thank you for asking. This is also a good question. We do have a solution provider throughout the world. So as I mentioned before, more than 600. And we are working with them to ensure that the customers are supported locally. So Resco is a technology provider, and we do have the third level support and the license support directly with us. But our solution provider can really follow you locally with local language, with the knowledge about the market and the sector, and they can follow you step by step into the project implementation throughout the pilot and the first phase of the project, and they can provide you really with consulting services. So we work with many also global partners that can have offices all over the world. So basically we have partners as well that they have a global presence. So they can really follow even project with deployment in 20 different countries. So this is the way how we operate. As soon as we see that the project is coming to shape, then we involve our partner and we continue the discussion together.
Great, thank you. Next question is, how does the licensing system work?
Yeah, so the licensing system, it's a software as a service, so type of licensing. So we do have like a yearly renewal. Our license as well, the pricing, it's available on our website. So we do have different type of license. Normally we license one user, one license, and we don't have a limit on the number of devices. So me as a user, I can have one computer, one tablet, and one phone directly for just that I use. And we do have different prices according to the roles. So we have a standard user, and we have a manager type of user and admin type of user. And then according to the accelerator that are used, so how many product, let's say, we are needed, we have also a few different type of licensing as well. So this, it's good always to get in touch with us so we can really discuss what's the best fit for you.
Great. Thank you very much, Giorgio, for your interesting and informative webinar on your platform. For those in the audience, if you want to listen again, this webinar will be available on demand shortly. Finally, thank you to you wherever you are for taking the time to listen in. We look forward to having you on the next session starting in just a few moments. And again, thank you so much for your presentation, Giorgio. Have a great day.
Thank you.